Remember, I'm back here.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, no. Hey everybody, it's the Shape, back to another video, and I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. I had a good one. Probably the best Christmas I've ever had. And I hope y'all had a really good one, a safe one, with friends and family. And New Year's is coming now, and I hope you guys have a really safe, careful New Year's. And I figured I'd put an extra video out for you. Huh? That being said, this is a good one, okay? It's got a catch in it that you might not spot right out of the gate, but once you do, you can't unsee it. It's teleportation, folks. Unless, you know, the guys on Mindseed are like Flash from the MCU or something. That being said, let's get in the video.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back.
Well, take a look at our boy. He is all dripped out. That's fantastic. Look at my drip. Huh? I'm dead sexy.
The term swag comes to mind, but our boy is all dripped out. I mean, this dude reminds me of Kanye East, to say the least. Now, let's get into the backstory of the haunted location that MindseedTV is at. I'm telling you guys, you are about to see some real spirits, but not really.
I'm Heather Grimmer, and I am the owner of the Western Block Complex.
Over 170,000 square feet for us to investigate.
YouTubers are self-funded by their audience. Yeah, I wanted to show that we are self-funded. Little tag they got at the beginning of their video, because you're not self-funded. You're subscribers, Patreons, members, everybody else funded. Just want to get that out there. Now, this clip coming up, I wanted to show you guys this clip uncut, and I want to see if you catch it on your first go around, and then I will break it down. Like I said, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Nothing felt like it touched me at any given point in time while we were there. Nothing set off any of the devices while we were asking questions. But one thing that did happen was I heard a creak right next to where we were sitting, and it looked like the bathroom door kind of moved a little bit on its own. What is that?
I don't know.
Did you...
When I see Casey react, in my experience now, I've kind of like accidentally trained myself to kind of follow him with the lens wherever his eyes go. Because if not, I will miss it with my camera. I'm sitting there on edge trying to focus on him and also trying not to lose my mind with fear.
You heard that? Did you leave... I left that door wide the fuck open. As I approached to look and see if maybe a window was open in there, the door slammed on its own.
Did you catch it? No? All right. Well, let's break this clip down. I'm sure a lot of you probably caught that, but let's dig in deep. There is the seat he's in at the beginning of the clip. Now, let's start off with Colton's buddy. Colton is sitting at a chair. He's facing the bathroom door. His buddy's to the right with another camera. He's sitting in that white plastic chair to the right. Colton's sitting in his chair. But what's what happens when Colton gets up to explore why the door to the bathroom is opening by itself? Let's take a look.
We were asking questions, but one thing that did happen was I heard a creak right next to where we were sitting, and it looked like the bathroom door kind of moved a little bit on its own. What is that?
I don't know.
Did you...
When I see Casey react, in my experience now, I've kind of like accidentally trained myself to kind of follow him with the lens wherever his eyes go. Because if not, I will miss it with my camera. I'm sitting there on edge trying to focus on him and also trying not to lose my mind with fear.
You heard that? Did you leave?
You're gonna love this. Now, I'm getting ready to show you the clip right before Colton gets up to investigate the door right here, right now. Colton shines the camera over to his little buddy. Turns it back toward the door. Remember, his buddy's to the right in that chair. Door straight ahead. But watch what happens when Colton starts to get up. And he's getting up as the dude sitting to the right. Watch this. As the paranormal happens, he pans away from his buddy. The door is straight ahead. Now this is his buddy's camera. His buddy is starting to, looks like he's standing up, but now he's sitting back down as the camera pans. Alright, now this may be his buddy starting to get up. Colton turns from the guy to his right, his buddy, and he starts to stand up with the camera. Both of them's got cameras. But watch what happens right as he stands up. Now flash here, as he gets up walking toward the door, all his buddies already in the other chair, recording him going toward that door. Now how in the world did he go from the chair on the right to the chair on the left that fast as the paranormal happened? Did you see it? Yes, his buddy there teleported from one seat to the seat that he was in right before he got up. I wonder why he did that though. Oh, I guarantee you I know why. So they found out maybe I'd have a better shot into this bathroom that you're going to if I'm sitting in this chair. That's why they did it. But you can tell they do more than one take. And how can you do more than one take if the paranormal event only happens once when it opens the door? Because from that chair to the other chair, teleports in a matter of just a second or two as Colton's getting up. How's that possible?
Nuh-uh.
Dude. After investigating it and getting closer to the door, there was no explanation as to how that could have moved on its own.
Well, there's no reason for you to teleport either, Colton. That being said, I also noticed, and on through the video, I'm gonna show you this. But I've noticed every time there's something really extremely paranormal on camera, it's cutting away to where his buddy could be the one doing it. And it'll make sense later. You know, when he's got the camera on the bathroom door busting open, they only have one camera showing it. The other guy's camera doesn't show it because he's doing it.
We'd prefer that you communicate with us through different devices.
It's an empty room, but how the fuck? There's not even a window in here.
You know, another little tidbit, as Colton is coming back out of the bathroom, he's showing his camera straight ahead. There's his buddy sitting in the chair that he was sitting in when he got up. You know, the chair that he teleported to.
How?
As he turns around and goes back out of the room, you can see the chair he's sitting in now when he should be sitting over there to the left. But yeah, I'll show you a screenshot of the chair the cameraman started in. But as Colton got up, he wound up in the other chair. That it isn't possible. You can't do that. Well, you could, but that would mean as Colton stood up, the guy would have to into that chair and have the camera on him. Makes no sense. It simply means there's more than one take. I just wanted to add that throughout this whole video, when the paranormal happens, Colton's buddy conveniently is never on camera.
After this, we ended up working our way downstairs to the lower basement.
Ah, you gotta love a good debunk, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you guys know I'm not crazy about spirit boxes, but for once, the ghost got it right. So I had no choice but to at least play this part.
Are you the one talking to us right now? You're the one talking to us right now.
I love it. I mean, it's almost too much, right? Now, let's follow Colton and his cameraman down the stairs. They're going into the creepy basement. The basement of many crawl spaces.
What's up with this flashlight, dude? Now
Every
it's not
time
the
we keep walking around places like these darker places,
Yeah.
at the bottom of this where it touches those other active buildings, you keep having a flash.
This flashlight ain't doing too well, bro. Is that you making noise down here? Can you show yourself? Got a long... Who made a slam down here? Flashlight, dude.
Dude, it feels like I'm walking through knee-deep mud down here.
Now, conveniently enough, he said, oh, you see, we caught shadow figures, that these shadow figures don't move at all. And the reason I bring that up is because there's some pretty convenient cuts as he walks toward this supposed shadow figure, as if he don't want to get too close to it, to show that it's merely a spot that's had moisture over time, and the moisture turned, you know, the concrete and the mortar and all the joints, it makes it darker. And I think that's what it is, a water stain. But they said it was a spirit. But why would you get close to it and then cut your camera? Well, let's take another look at the camera. See the shadow figures as he's walking down through there, but the shadow figures ain't moving. It's as if they're water damage. And they zoom in on it and circle it for you and all that good stuff. But let's watch what happens as he gets closer to them. It's as if he has to quit filming once he's close, because you'll see what they actually are. Watch this. He's going down through there. There's your shadow figures. And then watch this cut. Bam. Now you cannot see that back wall. The camera's blurry and you'll never see that wall over there. Now the reason I showed that supposed shadow figure in slow motion is because once they got close enough to debunk it, they cut the camera. They didn't even... It makes no sense. The reason I think they did it is because once they got down there, they knew that's just a water stain. And they're like, well, let's just cut the camera early, use the parts we need, keep that off the camera as much as possible once we get close, and it'll look good.
Used to drop, bodies in during the times of Prohibition. Allegedly, they don't have a count because back in the day they didn't keep records the way they used to, but well over 20 bodies have been dropped in that same waterway.
Heavy, felt very cold, felt very dark.
You hear that shit?
Yeah.
Sounds like an AC running or something.
Sorry, I thought I heard footsteps above us.
What does it say?
It says...
Now, coming up, you're getting ready to hear some sort of knocking sound. Supposedly a spirit did it. That's above their head, I guess upstairs, I guess. But listen closely, because not only is it not upstairs, it's near them, like so close they could reach out and kick it. You could tell, because we all have ears. You understand what I'm saying?
The valve
This is the
controls.
valve.
The fuck was that? The valve
This is the
controls.
valve.
The fuck was that?
You hear the knock twice, because I want you to hear how the camera dude that's with Casey, or Colton, whatever his name is, listen how he describes this knock. He makes it sound like the roof was coming down.
Something poof, slams above us, causes almost the ceiling to cave in on a fucking 2-story building. And it sounded like it ran across the top of us. It says...
The valve
This is the
controls.
valve.
The fuck was that? Shh. Shh. Let's go back up.
Dude, yeah, but get me the fuck out of here. That was fucking too much.
That was a lot.
Wow, you guys are so brave.
Ready. What the fuck is this?
What is what?
On our way out of the basement, we noticed there was a crawl space, which was like a long tunnel.
Oh, so you guys didn't know that crawl space was there, right? So I'm assuming that you wouldn't have a piece of ghost equipment ready for any tight spaces, and that you didn't know that was there, right?
Fuck no.
No way.
What's in there? God damn.
Be careful. We don't know where the fuck. That might be all collapsed.
Yeah, I don't know what's back here, bro.
How far does it go back?
Far.
You know us, our curiosity gets the best of us. We see a long tunnel, we're like, hey, we gotta check it out, who's going in there?
I was just using my cell phone, so I kind of crawled back into this crawl space.
Because I'm not trying to be down here alone right now.
Bro, there's something down there.
Now, before, I guess Colton, you know, the lead investigator, before he crawls back down through there, remember, his cameraman buddy is going to stay near the entrance of the crawl space. The reason I bring that up is he's going to make sure, not only that he's not going. He's like, I ain't going under there. Never. And he makes sure that you know that. Oh, I'm scared. No, I ain't going through a crawl space. But let's take a look, being as you said, oh, there's something down there. Let's take a quick look at what you're looking at.
I feel like there's something at the end of the tunnel fucking looking at me, dude.
Remember, I'm back here.
I'm sorry, camera dude. What did you say?
Remember, I'm back here. Remember, I'm back here.
Oh, he said, remember, I'm back here. It's almost as if you're back here and I see something down at the other end, it can't be you because you're there.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, no. I swear I just saw like an arm or something.
Yes. It's a good thing you had a hunch to go in that crawl space that you didn't even know was there, but you had a hunch to go in there. And once you found the crawl space, you caught the shadow of an arm on said crawl space. But what I found really interesting is the whole time you're down there and your buddy's got his light and camera on you, it's moving. But once you turn around and start heading back out, you can see the light, but you can't see your buddy until you get closer to him. Well, until there's a cut. As he turns around, you can see that light down there is not moving. The camera isn't moving down there where his buddy's supposed to be until the cut happens.
I just saw like a big hand move over there, bro. Yeah. I got that on camera, I'm positive.
Something moved, and I don't think it was a rodent. I saw something move, and that was enough for me to say I'm getting...
First off, after you brighten that image of that arm or hand or whatever, you can't hardly see anything but a little shadow. But you automatically assume it's a spirit and not a rodent or a rat or a raccoon. Many different things it could have been, but no, it was an arm. Even though you even brightened the image, and we can't even tell what it is.
Going upstairs. It was enough for us to need to resurface and get some fresh air.
Slow down, what'd you see?
It looked like, as I was approaching the back of the tunnel, it looked like an arm moved or something, like a shadow of an arm.
It sure looked like a shadow to me. You know, in that crawl space that I never knew existed, that I just so happened to go in and luckily catch an arm at the other end of it. You know, one I didn't know existed, right? You know, one that I would have no possible equipment to send and examine a tight space.
Colton has been working on this idea for a while now.
He's been wanting to use this in an episode, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity, so Colton busted out Hank Jr.
So you two geniuses who didn't know you'd be in a tight space because you didn't know it existed, you just so happen to have a RC car that is set up to go in tight spaces. What luck. And the fact you caught a shadow in that tight space. Whew. You guys better buy a lottery ticket. You lucky.
I designed it around a model of RC car that I could use that had low resistance and would have low connectivity between the radio waves so I didn't interfere with any of our devices.
So yeah, luckily they had something to go in that tight space, am I right? Thank goodness. But, you know, not only did we prove that they teleported, the cameraman went from one chair to another in a flash. That's impossible. Not only that, a hard water spot that they said was a shadow figure. Water spots don't move. I think shadow figures do. Now, it could have been standing still, but like I said, they conveniently cut the camera at the weirdest times. Makes no sense whatsoever. And when he turns around, like I said, and his buddy's on the outside of the tunnel supposedly, but the camera light isn't moving. It's as if he set the camera down, went back there, pushed his arm out, and yeah, I mean, you can watch the whole video yourself. These debunks are legit. And fun, right? But this is an extra video. I wanted to get one more video out before New Year's for you guys. It's been a great year, and that's all thanks to you guys. I truly appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Can never be thankful enough. It's been amazing, and each and every one of you, every single person listening to my voice, you have a happy and safe New Year. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Y'all come back now, you hear?